Yes, ma'am. Once again, good morning, all. In today's class, I'm going to take a real-time example how we are going to use this XML concept. Okay, fine. So generally, what I am saying is, so this XML is going to use for to transfer the data from one application to another application. Like for example, as I am saying that RGUKT SKLM server is there, and there is a Gnanabhoomi server is there. Gnanabhoomi server is there. What this RGKT SKLM contain? This RGKT SKLM server will contain all the data related to student information, related to marks, everything, and also the information related about the faculty salary, faculty information, everything, and also all the non-teaching faculty information, all the administration information, everything. Like that, we will have entire information. Yes. Coming to Gnanabhoomi server, what these people will do is they are going to release the funds to every institute. They are going to release the funds to every institute. For example, RGKT Nujvid is there. Nujvid is there. RGKT Ongol is there. Yes. Fine. These people are also having their own servers. Their own servers. Yes. What these people are going to do? These people are going to release the funds to every individual institute. Release the scholarship to every institute. But the thing is, before going to release the funds, they are going to cross check. They are going to check whether a student is passed or not. They are going to check whether a student is passed or not. Yes. But if they wants to know whether a student is passed or not, what they require, they have to cross check the previous semester marks. They have to cross check the previous year marks. So to get the previous semester marks, what they have to do? They have multiple solutions. Among those, one is simple way, as login into individual student ID. Login into individual student ID. For example, if you observe here, sorry, 1 minute. If you observe, like our example portal, some data which is like 2017. Let me take some. Yes. See, observe 2017 batch PEC to SEM1 results. So now I can go for login here. For example, I'm logging with S170209 and password is E1. Sorry, I'm going to enter the password. But the corresponding student details will be getting or not? Yes. So one way is what they will do is they will simply log into the individual student website and they can able to access the results. But this process is easy. The thing is, what they need to do, like this, they have to access every individual student and they have to check whether the student is passed or not every time, or the student is passed or not. So this is a very difficult process. So this process is not recommended for them, because if they want to check for 10 students, they can easily go for login and they can check. But trying to log in for so many number of students, so many number of institutes, it will be very difficult for us. And they need also one more thing. Every individual student password. So if they know the every individual student password, our credentials are lost. Yes, guys. So that is the problem of this process. And the another way is what they will do is we can able to directly hand over our server details, where all the entire information of the everything like student information, faculty information, non-teaching information, administration information, we are going to maintain the college database. If we give the credentials of this college database credentials, our problem will be solved, because it contains data in the form of Excel sheet. In the form of a database. Now what they can do, they not only able to access the marks of an individual student, they can able to access the student info, they can able to access the faculty info, faculty salaries, non-teaching info, administrative info. Like this, they are able to access the entire information of every institute, entire information of every institute, instead of viewing the only student marks, instead of viewing only student marks. So this is also not recommended one, because our entire college information is disclosing to the third party like non-movie people. Not able. So with this information, what they can do anything. So this process is also not recommended. Not recommended. And the another way is, what you can do is, we can go for using the concept of XML. Using the concept of XML. So what we can do is, guys, I will let you clearly. This is already you know actually. What you will do is, nanomovie people will ask for some data. Will ask for some data about student marks, in the form of any format, but they always ask for the recommendation in the form of an XML file. What this XML file contain? This XML file contain the data in the form of a various kind of text. The data in the form of various kind of text. Am I right or not? Yes. Once we know a particular XML file, can we able to get the data of this XML file? For example, here it is CSC, here it is CSC, here it is CSC. Guys, in JavaScript we already know the concept of DOM, document object model. In DOM, what we are going to do? For example, we are having a concept called HTML, like normal web page data, HTML, body, some data, closing of body, closing of HTML, Now, with the help of this DOM concept, I can able to access this content or not? With the help of this DOM concept, I can able to access this the entire body concept or not? With the help of this DOM concept, I can able to do entire thing. Whatever the thing that we want, we can able to do. If I am able to load this XML file, see, observe. If I am able to load these mocks in the form of an XML sheet, can we apply the concept of DOM here? So that I can able to access this particular data? See what we are going to do. So for example, if it is body, in that image tag, for example, sorry, not instead of image tag, bold, hello, closing of bold, closing of body. Yes, guys, if you would like to access this hello data, what we can do? One way is through I can able to access with respect to get element by tag name, or if I mention some class here, get element by class name. If I mention some ID here, get elements by ID, get element by ID. So like that we can able to access, right? So what we can do, simply I can write like, I can open my document in the web page, document dot, for example, get element by tag name. Let us say get elements by tag name of, what is the tag name? B. Tag name B. Yes. Now, if we are able to write like this, what we can do? We are at this particular location. These examples are already I have shown the wrong concept. Yes. Now, if I would like to access this data, what we can do? We can simply add the property, accessing the property, either inner text, or we can go for a text content property, so that we'll get the data of hello. We'll get the data. That much simple. Yes. Here the simple concept here is, what is XML? If we able to generate this XML file, instead of generating the data in the form of this format, if we able to generate the data in the form of XML file through this DOM concept, I can able to access every individual student information. Yes, guys. See, for example, instead of accessing like this, instead of going for like this, what I can do is, I have a URL which we already developed for the Nanomovie portal. So if I place, so there we will give some link to those people. Guys, one more thing, in Python, in your PEC level, in Python, we have a concept called web crawling. Web crawling. What is the purpose of this web crawling? Crawling over the web is called web crawling. That is simple definition generally. If we got a one link, if we have a one link, something like jk.com, something like jk.com, if this web page contains four links, if this web page contains four links, those four links can be crawled by this concept. And not only these four links, if this link is having a.com, b.com, c.com, d.com, these four links are accessed by this concept, and also the sublinks of this a.com. So for example, here six links are there, here four links are there, here no links, here one link. So total how many links are there? For these links, no sublinks, no sublink. This also no sublink. This having one more link, and this having nothing. So if I apply the concept of web crawling for a jk.com, how many links are going to get the output as output? How many links you are going to get in the output? Total 4, this 4, this 6, 4. Total 10, 14, 15, 16. So total, once we crawl jk.com, we will get 16 web links. We'll get 16 web links. That is the concept of web crawling. This is what we have seen in the web crawling concept in the Python. Okay. So what is the logic behind here? So how we are going to identify a link which is going to have an anchor tag ahref equal to something like this. So so what we are going to do in this web crawling concept, wherever, so what I will do is, in a particular file, I am going to start traversing from line by line. Wherever I observe an anchor tag, I am going to store this anchor tag in a some particular location, and I am going to visit this once again, and I am going to crawl. If wherever I observe the fun anchor tag, I am going to store here. Like this. Once this entire completion is completed, I am going to go for again this first link, this second link, this third link, and this link is completed. Next, go for this link. So that is the concept of web crawling. This is already what you know. Yes, the same thing. What these Gnanabhoomi people will ask is, they are going to provide one link. They are going to ask for, please provide a link where we can able to access every individual student information. So for that, what we did is, we developed a link like this. Guys, with this link, can we able to define whether we are going to send the data in the form of which format, whether we are going to send in the form of post format or get format, we can able to understand, because if I am able to send the data in the form of question mark something SID equal S160-535, if I am going to send the data in the form of this format, in the form of title, in the form of header section, we can say that method we are using is get method. If we are not able to view that data, then we can call it as post method. But it is always recommended for us to go for get method. The advantage we can able to understand. Yes. Now we can observe here. Yes, I have copied this one. I am going to press enter. Observe, guys. So this is the code that we have written. We have written the code in such a way that we should generate one XML file. We should generate that one XML file. Observe, document hall ticket underscore number. I already said in XML file we are having user defined tags. S160-535 closing of hall ticket number, student number Kuppali Banisankar somebody, I don't know exactly, gender male, course name mechanical engineering or GKTS. So every information, the caste, course year, even same to subject, first subject. Observe, first subject name is material science and metallurgy, ME1203, like this will get, or else I will go for somebody. So guys, so as I am sending in the form of a method, I can able to override the link itself. You observe S170-209, Sriram, I think. Yeah. So that is the advantage of this one. See, observe, hall ticket number S170-209, record Sriram, male, pre-university course. So while studying pre-university, we have created this XML file. So PhD results, caste is BCA. So English marks, English subject code, English subject grade points obtained, maximum marks of the subject excellent, Number of credits obtained 8. Whether the student is passed or not. This is what they required mainly. Whether student is passed or not. Yes, passed. Mathematics, so on so. Physics, chemistry, Telugu, information technology. Yes. Finally, you can observe in the last line. Final result pass, fail. Pass. Marks are SGB obtained 8.70 out of 10. Total grades 52. So what they will do is, every time what they will do is, they will apply the concept of web crawling here. They will apply the concept of web crawling. What is web crawling contain? They have an XML file. Sorry, they have an Excel file. It contains some ID numbers. S170, 209, S170, 210, 212, 211, and so on. And they have some database like this. What they will do is, they will give this link, this replaced with S170, 209, and they will crawl the data. They will crawl the data. See, observe how they are going to crawl. So if you know the concept of how we are going to traverse the XML file, that will be easy for you. Yes, guys, I'm going to press F12, or else I can go for developer tools, right? This already you know. Yes. Now, can we able to track this data or not? Track this data or not? So through the concept of DOM, I can able to. So for example, first I would like to go for document. In that document, I would like to go for access some data with respect to tag name. Get elements by tag name. So which tag name I would like to access? For example, I would like to access with respect to hall ticket number. The tag name is hall ticket number. Hall ticket number. That hall ticket number I am going to access. Observe, am I getting the data or not? Hall ticket number S170, So I am going to access only this particular data. So this concept we called as DOM concept, which we have seen in the Java. Yes. For example, I would like to access that particular thing. Observe, S170, We are getting the data or not? Yes. So through that Excel file, they are going to pass this get method every time, and they are going to track the result. So for example, this S170, they would like to get whether he is pass or not. What they will do? Simply pass. Simply pass, and they are going to copy the data. Whatever data that we are getting, the data they are going to copy it as here pass. Going to pass. Somebody is fail. Somebody is pass. Somebody is fail. So this is the process that we are going to do. Instead of going for manual process, we can able to do the automation. Finally, they will get some data. So whoever fail, they are not going to release the scholarship. This way, we can able to use this XML file. Yes, guys. For example, S170 somebody 986. Observe. So everybody, Manoj Kumar. So every individual student data will be obtained from this particular link. Okay. Yeah. Right. So this way we can able to use this concept in the real time. This XML concept in the real time.